Hi guys, and welcome back to another Northam Celtic podcast. Today I'm bringing you the first pre-season action of us this season. Today commentating is myself and I'm here with Dan.
Hello everyone.
And today we're going to get into a game against Phoenix FC, a team we played a couple of times last year, managed to get both results in, and it's going to be a tough game. It was a tough game, wasn't it, Dan?
Yes, it was a very tough game. It was quite a sort of open affair maybe in the first couple of minutes in the game. But as you'll see in all the clips, you'll see how sort of probably one-sided it probably was.
Here we have up on screen the last two results of when we played Phoenix. First one being at the beginning of last season with a 2-2 draw, which was a funny game where I remember a couple of their players scoring a bit of a screamer. But and then in the second game it was a 5-4 win to Northam, which was the first game before Christmas. Do you remember that, Dan?
Yes, of course I will, because it's where I scored my lovely corner goal.
It was a very difficult game with some wind playing up there, but again, it's going to be a tough game today. And into this game was always going to be a tough test for us, and we were lucky enough to have a really big squad. So the starting 11 for today was Jordan in goal. From left to right, we had myself, Isaac at left back. We had Nick and Luke at centre backs, and then we had Connor at right back. In the holding midfield spot, we had Keith. In the two midfield positions, we had Ben and Mikel, and then our front three was Aaron, Alex, and Dan. What do you think to that starting 11 there, Dan?
It was a very strong lineup. Obviously, we had a mixture of sort of teams, both on the left and on the right, and half-time obviously, and during the game it just changed, but I thought all the changes and all the teams that were put out all worked really well.
Yeah, and it was definitely going to be hard on that day because it was so hot. So let's see how the team got on. So here we have the kickoff and a very hot day in August, and like I said, your commentary team today is myself and Dan, so let's get into the game. As you can see from this first clip here, we started off with a good bit of possession. We passed the ball around quite well, and that definitely showed throughout the match. You see we've got Mikel onto the ball, passing it back to myself. No options there, so flick it round to the outside, back into Mikel. Mikel then passes the ball back inside to Keith. Keith then gets caught, sandwiched between two of the Phoenix players, and then they break to attack. So here we have Jay on the ball, passing the ball back for a 50-50. Myself coming out worse there, meaning we get our first free kick of the game. It was one of them games where this was about sort of 5 or 10 minutes in straight away, and the tackles were flying in. I've got a nice bruise on the side of my leg now after that tackle, but this gives us our first free kick of the game. So here was our first free kick that I took, going to whip it into the box. As you'll see in this clip, there was a wire across the top of the pitch, which does get clipped here, you'll see. Cleared by the defence, they were strong in the air today. Luke headers it straight into the wire, but then has a pop shot over the top to the keeper, which is then saved. Next clip is us trying to rebuild from the middle of the pitch. Alex Warren on the ball, gets dispossessed by the centre half. They try to play it out from the back, then picked out again by Ben Frost. Tried to play it forward, but was then intercepted again. Myself then intercepts the ball, trying to play the ball forward. Aaron Jennings plays it back inside to myself. I play it to Ben Frost, he hits the shot, straight at the keeper. Here is the keeper, gets the ball again for Phoenix, tries to play it out, but again we dispossess him. And here's Alex Warren in front of the goal, has a shot. Another great save by their keeper. Again, ourselves pressing on the attack to see what we can do to their defence. The goalkeeper rolls it out to their centre half to try and pass it out, which is then intercepted by Aaron Jennings, who hits the shot.
And ideally, he just couldn't quite get it to dip enough into the goal.
Another goal kick from Phoenix. They tried to pass it out a lot in this game, but you can see the early pressing there from Aaron has dispossessed them. Kelvin flicks it through to Ben. There's a shot. Another great save. Right, there's another goal kick here for Phoenix. Pressing again from the front from us, which was really good in this result. You can see that they're trying to pass it around the back. A nice running in front of the camera there from Danny. You see Jay then takes the ball off of their players. One in the middle by Kelvin, who's not got a lot on alongside him. He's running around the extra inside of the box. Now on the ball, trying to sort his feet out. Finds Kev. Kev hits a shot. Smacks against the bar. Comes straight back out, but isn't cleared. Only as far as Ben Frost, who plays the ball back out to Kelvin. Kelvin, who takes the shot from 45 yards out. Bang, right in the top corner. Giving us 1-0 up.
That was a really good strike from Kelvin. Had quite a lot of space on the edge, but no one should really be scoring from that far out.
To be honest, that is a contender for goal of the season already. We We know Kelvin has got this in his locker, and he's shown it many times over the last season when he played for us. But this is the epitome of what he's got and can provide for the team. It's so good to see, and he does a really good job at doing it. This clip is slightly controversial because the referee has blown for the fact that Jordan has picked the ball up outside his area, which from what I was standing next to him, it didn't look like he did. So what do you think it was, Dan?
I couldn't see because I was up the pitch. It looked a bit harsh, but the ref was a bit not on our side.
Yes, and that was Martin, who'd just come on the pitch again here to replace for Alex Warren, who was having the breather. So this is then their free kick that they're taking just after our goal.
But we didn't really have to worry, as you will see the results now.
Probably right hand side, just get the jump across. Yeah.
In a minute.
There it goes, right past the side there.
It was definitely not worth it.
No, it wasn't. Here we go. Charlie Turner has now entered the pitch. What a player, coming on, substitute in the middle for Keith, I believe. So he's another really solid player that we have for our team. Another attack from Northam Celtic here. The goalkeeper tries to play it out. One back in the midfield by Charlie. Flicked up in the air where Dan Templeman comes in to win the header, which is very rare for him, something he's brought this season. Channels down the right-hand side and hits it in the top corner. What a goal from the young striker.
Yes, that was my first goal of the pre-season after a long 5 months. I'm sorry if you couldn't quite see it. Our cameraman wasn't very good and just about caught my goal. I would have been a
corner. It was definitely a goal to remember for yourself. So here shows a quick replay of the goal again. Again, some really strong play from yourself down on the right-hand side, which we look forward to seeing more of this season. It shows that powerful left foot that you've got of yourself, and another drilled shot in the goal. As you can see, we were very on top in the first half here, with ourselves having another corner, whipped in by yourself, I believe, Dan. This is your first corner that you took. Goes straight into the box. Cleared off the edge, and Luke Stanley hits a shot with another great save from the keeper. He was having a bit of a worldie this game, so definitely hats off to him. Charlie's still got the ball. Still is he taking it down the outside, and then it is cleared. In the middle of the pitch here now, Charlie wins possession, plays it to Kev with one of his intricate turns that he does. Finds myself in space. That left back's flying in again. Oh, just spin round him like that. You see it all the time, but hopefully from left back this season, it'll be a bit more and less of a dangerous place. Our cameraman didn't quite catch the rest of this clip, but it did lead on to us having a free kick, which we will now see in the next clip. So here we have myself and Kelvin stepping over the ball. Kelvin steps up, just straight over the bar. Thought I'd leave this clip in for Charlie here. You can just about see, whoops, through the legs on the other side there. And then it looks like Kelvin attempts the same, but doesn't quite play it. But moving on into the attack there to see how we can push forward some more. Here we have another substitution for Northam Celtic. Aaron Jennings is exiting the pitch, and one of our new signings this season, Callum Muttock, is coming on. Prolific midfielder, can play out on the wing, and also very, very tall, which has helped us a lot. But yeah, we'll just see what he can do this season. Another exciting prospect to come along. Here we have another throw-in for Phoenix at the back. Callum putting on some early press on the left-hand side, which leads to them trying to get out of possession. But a mistake has passed straight to Martin, who has a shot just over the bar. And here in this one, we have a corner here, which is going to be taken by Callum Muttock, who, the tallest player on the pitch for some reason, taking the corner. Whips the ball in, just over the bar from Charlie. And now we come towards the end of the first half, the referee then blowing for half-time, just with an end of a tackle there from Kane. But good first half, I think, Dan?
Yeah, it was a very good first half, quite one-sided, I think. They had a few chances in the first half, but we were just a better team, I thought.
It was very dominating, and as you can see by the possession stats that I've calculated here, 70% of the possession was ours. And I think this came from the early press from us in the first half. It was definitely one of those parts of the game that we looked at, and I thought actually we worked really hard, considering the heat as well. It was really good to see. Part of our second half team here, we've had Charlie Baker come on the right hand side, as well as we swapped for our new keeper Danny as well. Another really good keeper, so the competition in this team is going to be great this season. So let's see how we get on in the second half. So here's one of our first attacks of the second half. Charlie plays the ball over the top into the attacking half, which is cleared by their defenders straight into the path of Callum Muttock. As you can't see by the goal for our cameraman, it did just zip past the post. So in for our next one is a corner from myself that I will be whipping in. Goes into the box, but it is blown for a free kick because apparently Callum did something to one of the defenders in that position. And here we have another substitution. Ryan Dale coming onto the right-hand side, and he's another young, exciting prospect we look forward to seeing. We also have another change. Luke Stanley comes back onto centre-back, which means Kelvin can move into the midfield as Mikel had to leave. So here we go. We have Luke receiving the ball, plays it over the top, and what you can't see is that as Martin goes through on goal and puts it past the keeper. Unfortunately, our cameraman for some reason couldn't do the job that we told him to do, so we couldn't quite get his goal, but another fantastic finish from our Scottish marksman, and you'll hear us all shout Iron Brew afterwards. One thing you can guarantee from Martin is goals. He's a prolific Scottish striker. So we've now started for some reason from a kick-off position after a water break, which no one really understood why, but water breaks were very well accepted through the heat of the day. So moving on into our half with Nick at centre-back having the ball, trying to play it out from the back, which has cost us a mistake of losing possession. You then go to play it through. The striker runs through, plays the ball through, and I just make a last-ditch tackle to get it out of the way, which was a bit, as Phoenix started to press early on in this part of the second half, they cross the ball in and just volley it wide. So here we have Phoenix regaining possession in the middle of the pitch, taking it off of our players. The heat getting to us, reluctant to get back. They're passing it around up the front. This was a really good spell for them in the game. They had a little burst of energy in the early second half, taking it past Ryan. Plays one ball inside, then plays another one to the player on the edge of the box who has a shot. Jordan makes a great stop, but this goal was ruled for offside, but the referee decided not to look at the linesman, so it was deemed as a goal. So it was a shame to concede, considering we'd had such a good opening run, but goals happen and we have to wrinkle out these creases. But here we can see Alex Warner's come back on the pitch. Before this corner had taken place, Ryan Dale had gone on a fantastic run, forcing the keeper to make a really good save. The quick corner was taken here by Callum Muttock, as he saw no one was marking anyone. Warney takes a shot, but it is blocked. A couple of extra substitutions have been made. Dan Templeman has come back on the left-hand side for Callum Muttock, and for another substitution in the middle, Ben Frost has come back on in the middle. One of our longest-serving players. It's good to see him back on the pitch. So, we're going for another attack here. I've played the ball over to Dan Templeman out on the left-hand side, who tries to cut in and play the ball back into the inside. The player lets it loose. I turn him, get brought down on the edge of the area. After the foul and Adam thinking it was a penalty, it was time for Ben Frost to step up and take this free kick. Let's see where he puts it. Just across the top corner. Connor looking across to Adam in dismay. We now have an attack from myself, bringing it out from the back with a 45-yard push pass through to Alex Warne, and he puts it away right in the bottom corner. What a finish from the return of Alex Warne. So good to see him back on the score sheet again. Bit of another club legend, which is what we like to see. Really good finish, wasn't it, Dan? What do you think?
Yes, it really was. I pulled the defender away to give you the space to play the ball through for Alex Warne to then slot in a fantastic finish past the goalkeeper.
Which is brilliant to see, and as you can see here, there was a massive gap which you'd pulled out, and it's really, really good to see Alex score. It was a lovely moment for the whole team. So it was really good to see some other players getting some goals too. A lot of goals today from all around the pitch, which is really nice to see as it gets more and more competitive. We're now going on to a ball from a throw-in over the top to Dan Templeman. Headers it on forward and drills it straight at the keeper with another fantastic save. Definitely the player of the game for them. Really, really solid. Now we have Phoenix on the attack. A miss from the defender. Jordan comes out, makes an excellent save to stop him from scoring. Another attack here from Phoenix, as I'll just hand over to Adam on the pitch, as he's going to tell us a little bit about a family car.
Family car.
And after that has taken place, we see the Phoenix on the attack, playing it through the middle, has a shot. First save by Jordan. Is it going to go in? Another great save by Jordan. That was possibly a save of the season already. It was a definitely amazing save. Another attack here from Phoenix, being defended again by Northam. Cleared out and out wide for their attackers to cross the ball in, but nothing comes of it in the end. This then leads towards the end of the game. I mean, to be honest, this was a really, really solid performance for us, and we played so well to get the result. Really showed our heart and desire throughout the game, didn't we, Dan?
Yes, it was a good sort of team building as well, considering it's been a while since we've all played on the pitch.
It's been brilliant. So today's man of the match was Kelvin for that outstanding goal and amazing performance. And here were the possession stats for the end of the game. It levelled out to 50% each, being they had such a good performance in the second half to keep up with us. But still, we were the dominant side. We have some of the goals and stats all laid down, and 2 assists from Luke Stanley and myself. Here is what Aaron thought of the result. You guys for watching this episode of our Sunday League Football. There will be much more to come, hopefully, each week from each game that we play. So hopefully we can get Mr. Abbott involved as well. But hopefully for some more wins. This next coming week we'll play Rushmere and Diamonds Reserve, so we hope to get that recorded and bring you the highlights for that game. So thank you very much for watching.